The mercury is on the increase in Melbourne today, while Adelaide is getting its cool change. We are joined by Nikolina Kharoufeh from Sky News Weather. So, hot, cold, what's happening? We've got that change coming through.
Yeah, Janie, it certainly is dropping the temperatures, especially for Adelaide today, but Melbourne today is your peak, 37 degrees as your maximum forecast as that mercury stays quite high. Of course, we've had a prolonged period where we've had uncomfortable nights over 22 degrees as our minimums, and then getting into those mid, now high 30s in Melbourne. But for you in Adelaide, that cool change is moving through. We can see it on the radar pretty clearly. It is a rain band that's actually stretching from central parts of Australia. A few lightning strikes throughout the western districts of South Australia, and then that wet weather and that subtly pushing now into the peninsulas, bringing not just the wet weather, but increase in cloud cover, a change in your wind direction, and hence that mercury will start to drop throughout Adelaide throughout today. So that'll push into the eastern districts. You can see that trough, just how lengthy it is, spanning around 3,000 kilometres right into the Alice, and bringing wet weather and the chance of storms as well as the evening progresses. So you can see here the chance of storms in the yellow shading, but a bullseye area under likely area of storms as we move into this evening, just to the north of Port Augusta and to the east of Coober Pedy there. Now, this system will move through Melbourne into tomorrow. So that's an overnight change for you in Melbourne. Moving through with that wet weather, heavy at times though, so we are watching out for any warnings that are issued with this system as it crosses over Victoria, bringing some heavier falls at times, that cloud buildup, and also crossing over Tasmania, increasing the likelihood of wet weather. Now, it was an uncomfortable night in Melbourne, 22.7, and also in Adelaide at close to 25 degrees. Very uncomfortable and sticky indeed. Now, today, as I mentioned, a very hot day for you in Melbourne, 37 degrees as that maximum forecast. We do also have elevated fire danger across the Mallee and Wimmera districts, and that's due to that northerly flow getting quite gusty in ahead of that change. But it will cool down eventually, so that reprieve is coming your way, Victoria.